Okay, now is it working? Let me double check. It's more confusing than I thought it would be. Can you guys hear me now? Okay, I think I have it working. Okay, good. Glad you can. I think there's actually a delay in the YouTube room. I mean, in the YouTube stream. On the YouNow stream, it goes quicker, though. Is Tessa in here yet? I thought she was going to watch this. Okay, so on YouNow, it says I have 2 viewers watching. Dario and I hope I pronounced that right. And someone else who I can't see their name. Let me type in there. Okay, and no, I'm not into S&M. People always ask me that. Gosh. Okay, so how are you guys doing? Oh wait, I accidentally mistyped that. Not into S&M. That's what I meant to type. Gosh, hate it when that happens. Alright, let me just wait for a few more people to come in. Did it send a notification on Facebook yet? Let me double check. Alright, I know it sent one on Twitter, or at least I hope. I don't know, the site's been glitching up so much, so blame them for it. It's like my 3rd time and trying to get it to work. Hi, Amber! And everyone else, how are you all doing? Yeah, gonna wait till just a couple more people come in. Not sure if everyone's here yet or if everyone found this yet. Hold on one second. Do you guys notice a delay at all in the YouTube stream? Let me type that in. Do you guys notice a delay at all? Okay, I typed that in so you guys know when I typed it. Okay, I see you guys. Alright, Tessa's here too. Hi, Tessa. Or Tess. Whatever you prefer. So, how is everyone doing? Oh, thanks, SWAT Army. So, I did have, yeah, it's nice to see all of you. You too, Eduardo. And that's good. So, I did have, like, one topic I wanted to discuss. Now, well, actually, I had more than one topic I wanted to discuss, but I'll get to both of them. One is, well, actually, they both kind of relate to each other. Like my most watched videos on YouTube. The most watched video on my whole entire channel is my Edda and Nettie purgatory theory that I made that's based off the Edda and Nettie purgatory theory. I changed some stuff up in it, though. And I wanted to know what you all think. Um, what it was. Oh, thanks. You saw it, Eduardo? The Ed, Ed, Eddie Purgatory video I made? It was one of the first videos I ever posted, really, on my new channel. Yeah, it was really gloomy and everything. Um, for the people who haven't seen it yet, what it was about the cast of Ed, Ed, and Eddie, and it was based off the theory that all of them were dead and living in purgatory. I changed some of the facts around though, because I wanted to make the story more unique and wanted to make it more, well, not unique. What word am I looking for? Wanted to make it more dramatic and elaborate. For example, in the original Etta and Eddie Purgatory theory, um, they all die in the same order. First, it was Rolf in 1903. Then it's Johnny. I forgot what year, but I think it was the 1920s. Then it's Ed and Sarah in the 1950s. No, it was Eddie in the 1930s. Ed and Sarah in 1950s. Naz in 1979. Was Double D? Double D was next in the 1980s. And Kevin in the 1990s. And Jimmy in 2000. And then me in 2012. Yeah, I added myself into that story. That made it really gloomy. But I changed some facts around of how all the characters died and everything. In the original story, in the original Etta and Eddie Purgatory story, what happened to Rolf was he was trampled by a bull. When a bull broke loose and he was trampled to death by a bull, and then his spirit went to the cul-de-sac purgatory. I didn't think that sounded dramatic enough. Changed it around a bit. Like, Rolf was a foreigner, so how I changed it was I thought, wouldn't it be really messed up and tripped out if he was, like, murdered by, like, a hate group who was against immigrants? So that's what I wrote instead to make the story more dramatic and everything, and more sad, too. And then next was Johnny. Changed his story, too. I changed most of them, too. And then Ed and Sarah. In the original Ed and Eddie Purgatory theory, Ed and Sarah were... I feel weird talking about this. In the original Purgatory theory, Ed and Sarah died in a car crash, and their father was dead because he was in the war. But how I changed it was, instead of their father being dead from being in World War I think it was World War I, or was it World War II? I'm not sure. No, World War II. That's what he was in. Instead of the father being dead from World War II, I had him still alive, but crazy after being out on the battlefield, and he ends up killing Ed and Sarah while they're at the playground, and then their ghosts are trapped in the purgatory world. But then, in the original Etta and Eddie Purgatory theory, Naz was supposed to die when a serial killer escapes from an asylum and murders her whole entire family, including her. I didn't really like that part of the original story, so I wanted to change it up, because in Etta and Eddie, we don't see Naz's family at all. We just see Naz. We don't see her family or anything. So if her family were killed with her, they would have gone to the purgatory with her. So I had to make it about Naz being killed by herself. So what happened was the serial killer escapes from the asylum, kidnaps Naz, and then she dies. Then he murders her. Yeah, it's really gloomy. And Jimmy's story, I changed that one. In the original creepypasta story for the Etta and Eddie Purgatory theory, Jimmy was supposed to die of leukemia. No, I think it was either leukemia or polio, but no one ever died of polio in 2000. They had cures for it by then. But I changed it up a bit. If for those of you who haven't seen Etta and Eddie, Jimmy's like a really feminine character. He seems to be like a really feminine character. Like, he always likes playing with Sarah. He's really he's really timid, kind of. I'm not sure if timid's the right word, but like he's not sure how to describe him. But I think you guys get what I'm saying. And I changed the story a bit. I said that he was being bullied and he committed suicide because he was being bullied, and I thought that was sadder, really, than having him get sick and die. But yeah, that's how I changed it around a bit. And Double D, I changed his death too. He wasn't murdered, but it was still caused by an accident. In the original story for Etta and Eddie, what happens is, like in the original Purgatory theory for Etta and Eddie, Double D actually died while mixing the potions, while mixing his chemistry set together, and it blows up and kills him. But in my Purgatory theory, that when I rewrote the whole story, what I had happen was he got killed at school during dodgeball at gym class. Because in one of the episodes of Etta and Eddie, it was the episode when... Oh yeah, thanks Amber, I'm glad you like my videos. You too, SWAT Army. I'm sorry, I wasn't reading your comments at all. In one of the episodes of Ed, Ed, and Eddie... Oh, hi, Chad Fukerson104. How are you doing? But in one of the episodes of Ed, Ed, and Eddie, Double D discusses that like in one episode when they're trying to play dodgeball with Jimmy, Double D says that he doesn't like gym class and he doesn't like dodgeball at all, and he's like scared of dodgeball. And that's why I changed the story. He got killed during a dodgeball accident. And the reason why he wears the hat and everything is because he suffered a really bad injury, and he covers it up by wearing a hat in the afterlife. It is a really gloomy story. Wow. What do you all think of that? I mean, kind of crazy, kind of morbid. I mean, changed a lot of stuff around, and a lot of people were upset about that, but I didn't really care. And then I had myself in the story, and what happened to me was I died on New Year's Eve of 2012 because I went insane, and I don't want to really explain my whole entire story because you guys might think I sound absolutely crazy. Just watch the video. It's all fiction, though, but... Yeah, and a bunch of people were mad because I added myself as a character in the Ed, Ed, and Eddie Purgatory theory. And then this one guy had the nerve to type in, does anyone else think that the self-inserted OC ruined the story? And then I replied, haters gonna hate. And then he had the nerve to type in that he wasn't a hater. Gosh. Joe, will you do a Chilling Crimes on Sandra Cantu? Yes, I will do a Chilling Crimes on Sandra Cantu. That's what I was planning on doing. I have a lot of ideas on who to do the Chilling Crimes videos on. Most of them are female, because with Chilling Crimes, I always try to memorialize the victims. I was going to plan on doing a Chilling Crimes episode about Jimmy Rice and Adam Walsh. I live in her town. I know her teacher. The one who killed her? Oh gosh, did you actually know her? Sandra Cantu? Oh. Oh gosh, that's crazy. Well, she's in prison now, the teacher who killed her. Unless you're talking about another teacher that she had. Yeah, it was her Sunday school teacher who killed her. Oh, really? You mean the teacher who they had locked up didn't kill her at all? Whoa, when did this happen? I didn't know about that. Let me type it in. Alright, Sandra Cantu. So, it really wasn't it wasn't Melissa Huckabee? Oh, wow. That's weird, because the wiki site still said it was... Oh, so it was Melissa Huckabee. I thought she actually was her teacher, though. Like, not her school teacher, but her Sunday school teacher. We have a playground dedicated to her. Oh, yeah. I'm glad they have that. I mean, they had a playground dedicated to Xena Linux also. Not sure if you all have seen that episode of Chilling Crimes, the Xena Linux episode of Chilling Crimes. Let me see what the people in the YouTube chat are saying. Have you played the game? What game? Sims 2? Obviously. You must be talking about something else. Hi Arctic Zen Productions. Alright, but yeah, they have a playground built for Xena Linux too. Yeah, the Sandra Cantu case, it was really sad. I felt really bad for her when I read about it online. Because I was living in the Dominican Republic during the time that happened, so I didn't see it on the news at all. But I did read about it online, like a couple years after it happened. And the case that got to me the most was the Xena Linux case. I mean, yeah, I still feel bad for Sandra Cantu, but the Xena Linux case got to me the most, especially since the whole, oh god, don't like bringing this up, especially since the whole MySpace horror story episode of Joe Winko talk I did, and it happened the same year as Xena Linux, and god, I felt really sorry for Xena Linux. And I said this in my episode of the girl who lived in Tacoma, Washington. Yeah, that was her. She lived in Tacoma, Washington, and she was born in Ukraine, actually, but they immigrated here in 1997. Let me show you all her pictures so you all know what she looks like. Hold on one second. Let me find it. Xena. I have an article about her on my wiki site, too. It was really just a memorial article, but hold on. One second. That was her. It's really messed up, and um, you guys are gonna think this is absolutely weird, but whenever you guys know the game Resident Evil? I think I might have it right here. Let me see. Oh yeah, I do have it. Oh wait, is it in my? Oh, I don't have it on me right now. I know I have it somewhere, but you guys know the game Resident Evil for Nintendo DS? Well, it was actually for a PlayStation 1 at first, but then they made it for Nintendo DS in year 2006. Um, Whenever I'm playing Resident Evil on Nintendo DS, like back then I used to always play Resident Evil because after that whole MySpace horror story thing happened, I was too scared to come out. I was too scared to come out of my bedroom, and the only way I coped with it was playing Resident Evil because my adoptive parents got it for me for my 12th birthday, December 5th, 2007. They slid it under the door because I wouldn't come out of my room. And I was playing Resident Evil, and whenever I would play Resident Evil, there's an option where you can choose between playing as Jill Valentine or Chris Redfield. I'd always play as Jill Valentine, and for some strange reason, she reminded me of Xena Linux, and I'd always pretend that it was actually Xena Linux I was playing as, and I'd always pretend that I was helping her survive and helping her escape from the zombies and helping her escape from the monsters, and then I finally beat that game, and it showed Jill Valentine flying away on the helicopter, and she was safe and everything. And I actually got emotional, and I was like, "Oh, you saved Xena Linux. She's safe now." And that is absolutely crazy that I think like that. But yeah, Jill Valentine. I loved Jill Valentine. She's my favorite character. I actually mentioned that on my wiki site that I have for Xena Linux. Let me show it to you. She doesn't look exactly like Jill Valentine, because Jill Valentine's brunette, but she does kind of remind me of her for some reason. They both have the short hair and... One second. Let me just load it up. Sorry, the Wi-Fi on my phone is going kind of slow. Yeah, I'm glad you don't think it's crazy. But yeah, that's how my autism mind works. But that was my own way of memorializing her. See, that's Xena Linux, and that's Jill Valentine from Resident Evil Deadly Silence. That's my own way of memorializing her, playing as Jill Valentine in Resident Evil Deadly Silence and helping her escape from the mansion and thinking that she survived and everything. I don't know. Yeah, that's autism for you. Yeah, yeah, that's what I think. I wish it could have been real, but I mean, I wish like she really could have been saved, but I also read something else about her case that made me kind of upset. I'm not sure if it's true, so don't take my word for it. And thanks, Tessa. I mean, Tess, I'm sorry. But don't take my word for it. I've stumbled on it online. I'm not sure if this is true, but I read online that I think one of the police officers in charge of the Zena Linnick case, he issued the Amber Alert 2 hours late because I think he yeah, sorry I mispronounced your name. But I read online that okay. I read online that one of the police officers issued the Amber Alert for Zena Linnick when she was first kidnapped. They accidentally, I don't know exactly how this happened, but apparently when he got the call that a 12-year-old girl was abducted in Tacoma, Washington, I think he like dozed off or something and he accidentally issued the Amber Alert a couple hours late. And when I read that, I was really pissed off and angry, and I'm like, what the hell? This guy is, whoever was in charge of that is so irresponsible. I mean, a little girl just got snatched in the alley. They need to issue the Amber Alert right away so someone can see her, recognize her, see the car and everything, and so she can be found alive. And it just kind of, and I just had to tell myself, Joe, chill out, chill out. You cannot get stressed out or angry about that because it's a really personal story. But yeah, it's really messed up. I'm not sure if it's true or not, so don't take my word for it. But like I remember reading it online. I think I might actually be able to find that. If I find the link, I'll send it to you guys. Okay. Zena, Linnick, Amber Alert, late. Because I think they got sued for that. I'm not sure. Um, that's what I remember reading, but that could have been typed by. Oh, Tacoma Police Chief reprimanded. I think I found it. Tacoma Police Chief reprimanded in Zena Linnick case. I'll send you guys the link so you can see that for yourself. I might have misunderstood the article, but I'm gonna see what you guys think, what it really meant. That's what I thought. Oh yeah, and it was Resident Evil. Sorry, I wasn't looking at the YouTube chat. Arctic Zen. It was Resident Evil 1. Resident Evil Deadly Silence is the exact same thing as Resident Evil 1, except it's for GS. The original Resident Evil from 1996. Hi, Team Nicholas. But yeah, the original Resident Evil from 1996. Deadly Silence is the same as the original Resident Evil from 1996. God, I repeat myself way too much. Okay. But yeah, that's the link to the news article, the one I just sent you guys. Let me just double check it. In the sudden phase, Tacoma manager Eric Anderson announced Friday that he has reprimanded police chief Don Ramsell for withholding information regarding the Zena Linnick investigation. The reprimand does not concern the chief's misleading of the news media about why the inassurance of the Amber Alert was delayed after the 12-hour girl was abducted on July 4th, 2007. Oh God, it was delayed. Instead, Anderson told the police Tribune Ramsell did not I can't pronounce these names. I'm really sorry. Ramsdell did not divulge him that police department spokesman Mark Frochman was on call during the early morning hours of July 5th, 2007, when he went back to sleep instead of issuing the Amber Alert as requested. Wait a second. What does that all mean? July 5th, 2007. She wasn't abducted in the early morning hours of July 5th, 2007. She was kidnapped late at night on July 4th of 2007. And you know, it's really creepy because I actually remember exactly what I was doing on July 4th, 2007 when all that went down. We just had some of my adoptive relatives over. Nothing bad was happening, but it's just creepy, like thinking that you were doing that while all this was going on. It's kind of haunting, really. But Ramsell should have set him straight during multiple conversations this week, And last, regarding Fulgham's, I cannot pronounce that name, actions and status. Anderson told the newspaper editorial board, I did not know that. I should have been told that. The city manager, you can make this mistake once, but you can't make it twice. I wasn't informed an action was necessary. You can make this mistake once and you can't make it twice. Okay, so I may have misunderstood that article. It's because of my autism mind. How can you make that mistake at all if they're really talking about what I think they're talking about, a 12-year-old girl being kidnapped in an alley, and you forget to issue her Amber Alert, which very well could save her life. I'm trying to think of a more dramatic way toward that. That really should be issued, which really could be a matter of life or death for that girl who was kidnapped, and you delay it and issue it late. That's really irresponsible. To be honest with all of you guys, to everyone who's listening to this, let me see what you all are saying. Okay. Hold on one second. Okay. I don't see if anyone typed anything about it yet. But to be honest with you, when I see news stories like this, it kind of inspires me to want to become a cop. So, because no offense to anyone who has like a cop who's a dad or who's a brother or who is a cop watching this video. I wonder if any cop actually is watching this video. It'd be pretty interesting. But from what I know, from the cops I have been in contact with, they don't really seem to care at all, really. I mean, they seem to slack off, and I used to slack off on my retail job a lot. But when you're a cop, and when people's lives are in danger, and you have to protect people, you cannot slack off on that. And I really wonder if he really did delay the Xena Linux Amber Alert, and knowing that little girl is dead, I wonder how can you live with that guilt, knowing you could have saved her? And oh god, I'm overthinking this way too much, am I? I'm sorry. I'm getting sad. The Xena Linux case was sad. I felt bad for her. I made her a page on my wiki site. I'll send you guys a link to it, actually. I made her a page on my wiki site. It's not really the best one that I've ever made. I probably could have improved it, but I couldn't think of what to add at all. And that's really all we have left of her. I'd much rather have her alive and not dead at all, because it's not fair what happened to her, but it's just messed up. People do really sick stuff. Oh, okay. I'm reading it. Very irresponsible is so true. Some of the cops here can be like that too. They seem to slack, but if you speed, they flip out. Yes, exactly. Yes. You couldn't be more right, Tess. I just chuckled a bit because I noticed how wide open my eyes were. But yeah, they are like that. Strict to speeding, but when a little girl gets kidnapped, they don't issue the Amber Alert right away. And once again, I'm not entirely sure. That's just what I'm perceiving from the article. I'm not sure if I understood it right, but I'm just letting you all know. But that's what I got from the article, that he issued the Amber Alert late and he delayed it. That's kind of negligence, kind of. I think her parents might be able to put a lawsuit out for that, and I cannot imagine what her parents are going through. It's absolutely horrible knowing that happened, but yeah, I'm sorry this is like really gloomy. I don't want to bring you guys down at all. But what else was I going to talk about? Oh yeah. Yeah, there was something else gloomy that I was going to discuss. You guys know Thanks, Tess. Yeah. Yeah, I enjoy gloom too. It's just that sometimes just don't want to like bring you guys down at all or make you think it's all I think about. I try to think happy thoughts. I try not to think about gloomy stuff too much. Like even when I try thinking about my uncle, it kind of brings up gloomy thoughts because he's not alive anymore. But what I was going to say was, you all know my episode to Joe Winko talk that I post on YouTube, right? Well, obviously, if you've been watching my videos on YouTube, if you've been following my channel, there's one thing that kind of kind of disturbs me and kind of aggravates me too. My most watched episode of Joe Winko Talk, and what I always try to do is what I always try to do is I always try to. I mean, I know I end up talking about a lot of gloomy and morbid stuff in Joe Winko Talk, but what I try to do most of the time is I try to find more positive and uplifting and funny stuff to talk about, like the UCLA student and the most embarrassing X Factor audition, and even the Splash Mountain adventure story. That was funny, and the Walmart cookie dough story too. That one was kind of messed up, but unfortunately, my most watched episode of Joe Winko Talk, it's not about something funny or positive, and I feel kind of bad bringing this up. My most watched episode of Joe Winko Talk is about the Nikki Katsouris case. I'm not sure if any of you heard of it. I feel a little bad for rehashing it, kinda, because it's like kind of controversial. Let me see what you guys typed. Hold on. And yeah, SWAT Army, I do read creepypasta. I used to, but I stopped reading it a while ago. I still have my creepypasta videos uploaded. Okay. So, what the Nikki Katsouris story was about was Nikki Katsouris was a rich girl. Like, I don't want to say she was a rich girl, but she was like a really well-to-do girl. Her parents were really rich. Okay, yeah, she was a rich girl. Her parents were really rich, and she lived in California. And what happened was, according to what I read, she was smoking marijuana, and she was doing drugs apparently, and she snuck a marijuana cigarette into the house, and her dad found out about it, and he took her car keys away and said she wasn't allowed to drive the car at all. And I think she got really mad, and she took the Porsche car, a car she's not allowed to drive. It's like a German sports car. She took the Porsche car, and she was speeding it down the highway really fast, and she ended up crashing into a toll booth, and she died instantly. But what ended up happening was pictures of her mutilated body leaked out online, and her parents are like suffering from it because this whole story is just really messed up and really sad because it just shows how evil people can be. They were sending her father emails. They can't even use the internet anymore because they're always scared they'll see that picture again of their daughter. And the coroners didn't even allow them to see their daughter at first because she was like so badly injured. And I don't really want to tempt anyone to looking it up because when you type in her name on Google search, it's one of the first pictures that shows up. It is the first picture that shows up. Let me try it. I feel so bad for bringing this up. It is the first picture that shows up. And even before the pictures of her, what she looked like alive, the pictures went viral because I think a couple of highway patrol officers leaked them online. And her family's like suffering from it now. And they're trying to get those pictures taken down, but they're all over. And it kind of makes me upset that they are, because I remember when I first read about this story. I really first read about this story in year 2011. Let me see what everyone's typing. Yeah, it is messed up. I agree with you. And, alright. Hi, Chad. So, what was I going to say? I really feel bad that happened. And, oh gosh, I lost my train of thought. Darn it. Well, oh yeah, I remember now. So I first read about that in 2011 about that whole case. I heard about it a couple times before, but I didn't really look into it until 2011. And curiosity got the best of my mind, and I typed it in on her name on Google search, and I wanted to find the pictures. And I remember scrolling through Google Images, and I was trying to find them. And then I actually saw the picture like a whole bunch of times, but I didn't know that that was actually the picture. And I was like, oh gosh, that was actually her, and it was like really messed up. It didn't really. This is gonna sound really evil, but it didn't really like disturb me or bother me. Oh, Chad, did you hear what I was talking about? Oh yeah, you left. I was talking about the story of Nikki Katsouris, the girl who got into a car crash in California, and pictures of her mutilated body leaked out online. I did an episode of Joe Winko talk about it. I didn't show the pictures in my episode of Joe Winko talk about it, but it was the most viewed episode of. Yeah, it's really messed up and really sad. And I was looking at the pictures and I was like, oh gosh, that's actually her. And it's like, I wonder exactly how that happened though. I like how the crash, I know she crashed into the toll booth, but exactly what angle did she hit the toll booth at? And how fast was she going for the car to be that destroyed? And there used to be a whole, you guys know Encyclopedia Dramatica? Sorry I chuckled a little bit. The reason why I chuckled is because they have some horrible stuff about people written on that. It's like a wiki site where people make fun of internet celebrities or like stuff that's viral or anything. They had a horrible article. They took it down now, and I'm really glad they did. They had a horrible article written about Nikki Katsouris on that site. They were saying that she was they were like really insulting her and saying that she was a rich bitch who deserved to die. And when I read that, it made me feel kind of sad that people are that evil. I mean, I always knew people were evil, even at that time I did. Well, not all people, but like a lot of people were evil. But I'm like, come on, you shouldn't insult and taunt the dead like that, and it's horrible that. And they I'm sorry, I keep losing my train of thought. I hate that. Um, and then they showed all the pictures of her dead, and they were making fun of her and everything. And her parents were actually on Dr. Phil. And I don't want to. I remember. I remember what the people were typing about her, and her parents were reacting to it and talking about it, and they were really upset. I don't want to repeat what they were typing about her at all because they were typing really horrible stuff about her, and it just made me really sad because the way I feel, imagine if something like this. Now, when I look at that picture, I don't really feel, this is going to sound evil, but I don't really feel like disturbed or, well, yeah, I do feel bad for her, but I don't feel like traumatized with looking at that picture. But then I think, imagine if that would have happened to one of your friends or someone who you were really close to. And then I was thinking, oh God, and just knowing that that was them and that happened to them, I would never be able to look at those pictures. And if someone was taunting me and sending me those pictures and saying, hey Joe, I'm back, how are you doing? And then sending a picture of my mutilated friend who died in a car crash, oh gosh, I don't know how I would react. I'd be devastated, especially seeing them that way. I wouldn't want to ever see them that way at all. And I kind of felt bad for posting that episode of Joe Winko Talk and I feel bad for bringing it up now because a whole bunch of people, no offense to anyone, really, I mean, it's my fault anyway, a whole bunch of people are going to go and look for that picture because curiosity gets the best of everyone. And then they're just going to see that and see her that way. It's really messed up, really. God. Alright. Okay. Alright, enough of that. Let me read. Wait a second. It's awful. Even after death, people still hurt the victims. Yes, exactly. The top half of her head and jaws tore off. Yeah, it is. Okay. If this happened to my best friend, unbiological sister. I'd be so devastated. I would cry forever. Don't look up the picture. I think Tess already did look at it. I'm sorry. Yes, Amanda Todd. That story was really sad too. Um, and I got kind of when I heard about the Amanda Todd story, I felt really bad for her and Rebecca Olson. I never heard of her. Let me see. Yeah, I never heard of Rebecca Olson, but um, when I saw the Amanda Todd story and watched her, uh, well, what was I gonna say? When I saw the Amanda Todd story and heard of it, I didn't really understand what was happening with Amanda Todd. I thought she just killed herself because she was being bullied in school, and I was wondering why it was so publicized. But it was because of the YouTube video she made. But then I watched the YouTube video. The guy was blackmailing her, and it's sextortion. I think that's the term they call it. And um, Rebecca Sedgwick. Oh gosh, she was. Let me see. Let me look her. Let me look her name up right now. I never heard of her. Sedgwick. Was she going? Was the same thing that happened to her happening to Amanda Todd? Okay. Oh. Oh gosh, yeah, it was. But yeah, just really sad. With Amanda Todd, she jumped to her death in the Grain Tower or something. Two girls were bullying her. She jumped off the abandoned cement building. Yeah, but oh, that's really sad. Um, when I saw the video that Amanda Todd made, I'm sorry, guys. And then when I saw all the horrible stuff they kept typing about her even after she was dead, it was, and they said that they, oh God, okay, do not cry, do not cry. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. It's not funny. It's not funny. I thought it was really messed up and vicious that, and then there was this one video that this guy, it's not funny, this guy uploaded, and he was showing videos of like meme pictures that of people making fun of Amanda Todd, and this one guy drinking bleach and saying, "Oh, am I Amanda Todd yet?" And oh, it got me really ticked off when I saw that. And yeah, thanks, Tess. Virtual hugs. um, it got me really pissed off, and now I have a hater in my room, but just forget about him. Um, yeah, I don't like sick people either. I mean, people who are that mean and everything. And don't worry about him, Tess. He'll leave. But I just thought it was really cruel how people would make fun of her, and even after she's dead, she was going through a really traumatic time. I mean, she kept being stalked. This guy kept I'm talking so loud right now. It's 10 o'clock. Okay. She kept being stalked. This guy kept blackmailing her, and she didn't really seem to understand how to handle it at all. And well, she did try to fight back, and because I watched a documentary, and she says, "Oh, why don't you come meet me instead if you keep blackmailing me? How about you come meet me instead?" And I thought that was, when I saw that, I thought that was really brave of her to do that, because she wanted to confront the guy who was blackmailing her in person, and she wasn't afraid of him at all. She said, "Come meet me in person." Not sure how many people knew about that, but what state do you live in? Wisconsin. Um, yeah, but not sure if many people knew about that. She kind of, what was I gonna say? She was asking him to meet her in person, and I thought that was really brave of her. even though it probably would have been really bad if he would have like planned to kill her or something. But I thought that was really brave of her, and it showed how brave she really was. Because when people commit suicide, people think that they're cowards, and she she wasn't coward. She was just overwhelmed, stressed out. It's never just because of one reason when someone kills themselves. It's always because of a whole bunch of reasons. She was overwhelmed, she was stressed out, and she probably was at her weakest moment that day. Her weakest moment. One thing triggered her off, and that's why she did it. And to be honest with all of you, I wanted to make a Chilling Crimes episode about Amanda Todd. I'm actually going to make a Chilling Crimes episode about Amanda Todd. And and yeah, Wisconsin. That's I pronounce it weird. That's how it's pronounced, Wisconsin. I accidentally said Wisconsin. I didn't notice I said that. But no, I'm not PewDiePie. You thought I was PewDiePie? What the God? Um, but I was actually planning on making a Chilling Crimes documentary episode about Amanda Todd. Even though the Chilling Crimes episodes are usually about murder victims, it's called Chilling Crimes, not Chilling Murders. It still was a crime, what happened to her, and I probably would have to change like the disclaimer I have, this video discusses a disturbing and violent crime. I might have to change it to it discusses a disturbing crime. But I guess it could still count as a violent crime because not like physically violent, but like emotionally violent because this guy kept stalking her and kept like being really, I'm not sure if I worded that right. It probably sound really weird right now. But yeah, it was just horrible what happened to that young girl. And yeah. Not sure what else I was gonna say, but yeah, I think she does deserve a Chilling Crimes episode. As I was saying earlier, the Chilling Crimes episodes, what my main intention at first was to show where I got the ideals of my Sims 2 horror videos of Chilling Crimes, but nowadays it really turned into more of like a memorial series to honor the victims and so they're never forgotten. Because, in my opinion, I mean, I'm not afraid to die at all. This is going to get extremely personal. I'm not afraid to die at all, but in my opinion, the worst thing of death is being forgotten and no one remembering you at all. And this is going to sound really dramatic, but that's why I post so many videos on YouTube. Like my old episodes of Joe Winko Talk, I took some of those down because I thought they were kind of stupid and I didn't really like them. But then I still have them saved on my hard drives and I re-upload them again so everyone can watch them. And well, it's not just so I'm not forgotten when I'm dead. It's so I can make myself more internet famous too. Because the more stuff you put out, the more well known you're going to be. But yeah, if you died, we would never forget though. Aw, that's nice. I'm really glad. You wouldn't forget me, Tess. I'm very glad you wouldn't. But oh, Chad, were you listening to what I was talking about? We were talking about Amanda Todd and what she went through and why I make the Chilling Crimes to make sure everyone's remembered and how when I die, I just don't want to be forgotten at all. That's why I post the wiki sites and everything. Yeah, because and it. Speaking of that, on a more positive note, well, not exactly positive, but less negative than what I was talking about. I kind of get angry when yeah, I remember that, Tess, the wood chipper story. For those of you who haven't seen that episode of Joe Winko Talk, hold on one second. The people in the YouTube chat room probably think I'm ignoring them. Okay. I want to forget you. I'll never forget your Sim movies. Thank you, Team Nicholas. I'm really glad you like my Sim videos. And thank you to Arctic Zen. I'm really glad you like my videos too. It means a lot. I'm really glad you guys like watching them, and I really appreciate all of you being here in this live stream right now. It makes me really happy to have you all here. Plus, I love live streaming too. It's a lot of fun. I wish I would have done it more often. Well, I am going to do it more often. But getting back to what I was saying, the wood chipper story. You guys are too nice. The wood chipper story. For those of you who haven't seen my episode of Joe Winko Talk, I was being bullied at my old high school I went to, and I was in high school from 2010 to 2014. I mean, not at the same high school, but I left during my freshman year, during the 2010 to 2011 school year. I left in January of 2011, and no one knew what happened to me. So they made up a story that I died and committed suicide by diving headfirst inside of a wood chipper. And when I read that online, I was like, what the hell? They thought I did that? What the hell? And I was like, geez, what the hell is wrong with these people? Like, I'm not sure how to explain exactly how I felt. I thought it was a little funny, but I wasn't really laughing that much. I was more shocked that they would make up something that crazy about me. I was a little, not really sad, just a tad bit, but I barely noticed it. I was a little sad and a little angry because that kind of was insulting that they typed something like that about me, and I'm not sure. Guess I was more shocked. Not sure what emotion to put with that. I'm not even shocked, but I was thinking, gosh, these kids are really stupid, and they all actually believe this, that I jumped headfirst inside of a wood chipper. And you know what? But thinking about it now makes me laugh, because I remember when I was on my way to my college classes, oh, that video about the art picture of the woman turning into candy and eating herself. I'll get to that in a little bit. Just 1 second. I remember when I was driving to my college class one day after I did that episode of Joe Winko Talk about everyone thinking that I died in a wood chipper. While I was there, I passed a wood chipper, and it was like a huge wet red wood chipper, and it was like right by my house while I was on the way to college, and I just remember getting really freaked out, and I started shivering for some reason, and I'm like, what the hell? Why is a wood chipper here? Well, open your guest. Oh yeah, I just saw that message. How do I do that? Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm still not really, oh, yeah, I see it now. Okay, make guest. Okay, I got it. This is Naya H. I hope I pronounced that name right. Let me plug in my headphones. I don't have them. Let me turn on the sound, actually. Hey, what's going on? Okay, so, yeah, yeah, I didn't know you could do that either. I knew about the whole guest thing, but I didn't know how to use it at first. I'm not sure how many guests you can have at a time, but if anyone else wants to chime in, just feel free to. It's up to you. Hey, how are you doing? Do I know you guys? Just wondering. Can you guys in the YouTube chat room see this? I have a guest right now. Okay. I mean, like someone else, not sure how to word it, but someone else on the screen.
What up, man?
Do you see them? Hi.
What's going
How
on?
are you doing? Nothing. Just doing this live streaming thing right now.
Listen, man.
What's up? Yeah? What?
You know, is that me?
I didn't understand what you said. What did you say?
I said, جعلني أقنيك.
I'm sorry. Could you repeat that one more time?
جعلني أغنيك.
I am what?
جعلني أغنيك.
I'm so.
That means like you are awesome. You are strong.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mahmoud?
okay. So
I'm
how long
talking.
have you guys been listening?
What's that?
How long have you guys been listening? Just
How long
wondering.
have we have? How long we have listening? Listening what?
Yeah.
Listening
Huh?
what?
Oh, I like listening to me talk on the live stream.
I don't know what you're
Do you
talking
guys
about.
watch my YouTube videos?
Hi.
Oh yeah, I think I have another guest request. Hold on. Oh yeah, it's Tess. Okay. Hold on. Can I have more than 2 people live at a time? Oh, oops. Oh, sorry. Alright, let me see what Tess is up to. Hi, Tess! How are you doing? Good to see you. I can't hear you at all. Do you have your mic in, or?
Can you hear me now?
Oh man, you can't have more than 2 people as guests? Oh yeah, I can't hear you, Tess. Do you have it plugged in right? I can see you and everything.
How about now?
Okay, I can hear you now. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing great. It's good to see you.
It's good to
Yeah,
see you.
okay. For everyone who doesn't know, this is Tess. She helped with she helped voice act in my movie Friday the 13th, the one I made with Sims 3 back in 2014. She also helped in Friday the 13th Part 2 as the voice of Amanda. Yeah, that's who it was. And it was also, and in Friday the 13th Part 1, it was Kelsey you did the voice as. You did that voice really good too. And
Thanks.
you helped with the Night Striker too. What was her name?
Wendy.
I was Wendy and you were Trixie, or was I Trixie and were you Wendy? You were the brunette cheerleader. I know I was the blonde one. Trixie? Yeah, you were Trixie. Yeah, I remember now. Alright. You can't hear her? Oh yeah, the people in the chat say they can't hear you. I can hear you. You have to turn up your speakers a little bit so you can hear her. Yeah, because I think the microphone's just a little quiet. But I can hear you, Tess. So, how are you doing?
I'm doing actually pretty good today.
Oh, that's good. Uh-huh. So, what was I gonna say? Trying to think. So, can't think of what to talk about. What did you want to talk about? I'll let you decide. You're the guest.
How are things in Wisconsin?
How are things? What?
How are things in Wisconsin?
Oh, it's going good. Cold here. 14 degrees outside. And snow, too. I cannot stand snow. I need to go to Florida. You were from Canada, right?
Yep.
Oh,
So,
is there snow there right now?
actually, yeah, lots.
Oh, yeah, I believe you. Uh-huh.
And it was really cool too.
Yeah, yeah, Canada's nice. I never been to Canada before. You're all gonna think this is really funny, but you remember that game I posted? Not sure if you saw that, but the gaming video I posted for Totally Spies Small Brawl. It's when you're playing as Totally Spies and you're shooting at the robots in the shopping mall. Um, Ever since I played that game, I've been obsessed with shopping malls, and I had a shopping mall. What was I gonna say? There is this shopping mall. I read that the largest mall in the world is in Canada. And one time when I was 8 years old, back when I still believed in Santa Claus, yeah, Santa Claus is still real, everyone. I wrote a note to Santa Claus asking him to take me to, saying that I didn't like living with my adoptive parents and I wanted to move to the shopping mall. And, I seriously thought he was going to. And on Christmas Eve, I had all my bags packed and everything, and I was ready to go live at the largest mall in the world in Canada. And then he never showed up, and then I got really upset about it. But, well, I didn't get that upset, really. But then, I gave my adoptive dad like the note and everything that I was mailing to Santa Claus, and he was a bit disturbed about it for some reason. And then he was like, "Oh, that's not good. Why did you want to do that? Santa Claus told me that you wrote him that note." And I said, "Oh, okay." And then, but have you ever been to the Mall of America in the USA?
Actually, no, I've never been out of Canada, which sucks.
Really? Oh, you should visit the USA. There's a lot of cool stuff, especially in Florida, because it's always warm in Florida. It's warm, it's sunny, there's palm trees everywhere. I absolutely love Florida. I went to Florida in when? Oh, well, actually, I was just there last month, actually. And I've been to Florida like 3 times my whole entire life. I like the Dominican Republic. Well, the Dominican Republic isn't really safe, depending on where you go. The Dominican Republic isn't part of the USA, though. But yeah. And, wait, hold on. Let me just read the chat real quick. Okay. Alright, so, Chad. Yeah, Chad, you can be a guest next. So, what was I gonna say? The Dominican Republic has, me and my uncle lived in the Dominican Republic. That's the only reason why I liked it so much. But we were, like, out in the country area of the Dominican Republic, like, far away from the cities, because the cities are kind of dangerous, because, like, there's a lot of, it's kind of, I believe it's a little corrupt in the cities of the Dominican Republic. I'm not exactly sure, but that's just from what my uncle told me. And also there's another island. It's part of the USA. You don't need a passport to visit it if you're not a USA resident. Well, if you're not a USA resident, you would need a passport to visit it. But if you lived in the USA and resident to USA, you wouldn't need a passport to visit it. But it's still really dangerous. It's the island is called St. Thomas. I'm not sure if it's on the East Coast or if it's on the West Coast. And let me just see what everyone's saying real quick. Anyone know when Joe went to college? I was in college, just to answer that question real quick, I actually recently just dropped my college classes because I wanted to move to Florida, but I haven't really, what was I going to say? I haven't really been able to move to Florida yet. I might go back to college, but I need to figure out exactly what I want to do. I was in video production at first, but I wasn't really sure if the video production field was going to be like the video production is completely different from what I do for YouTube, and I didn't think I'd be really happy doing that. Basically, I just want a job where I still have a lot of time to do my YouTube videos, but still have a lot of money to support enough money to support myself. And I don't really need like a glamorous or high style life at all. I mean, I already have my computer, which works perfectly fine with my whole collection of Sims 2 games. And, I just would want to live someplace safe that doesn't get bugs, rats, or cockroaches. In a house that doesn't get bugs, rats, or cockroaches. Probably like a dome house, like a cement house. Yeah, I saw videos for that, the cement house. Tessa, have you ever seen the dome cement houses before?
I don't think I have. I'm gonna look at them right now.
Yeah, they said that, like, bugs and snakes don't get into them. That's one reason why I didn't want to move to Florida at first, because I was afraid that they had a lot of bugs, and, well, they do have a lot of bugs. I didn't see a snake while I was there. They have snakes in Wisconsin, too, but you only see them during the summertime, and they're not poisonous at all. Even if you do get bit by a poisonous snake, I don't think Well, with the rattlesnake, yeah, that will kill you. But they have rattlesnakes up north, all the way far north is Montana. I think even in, like, only out in the country though, not in like civilized areas. But they had geckos in Florida too, and a lot of people I talk to don't really like the lizards or the geckos, but I think they're so cute. I remember when I was staying at my hotel in Florida. You don't like the geckos? They're cute. I remember.
Reptiles.
Oh, you don't like reptiles? Not even turtles?
I like turtles
Huh?
and chameleons, but everything else scares me. Especially
Oh,
snakes.
yeah. Ugh. Oh, I don't like snakes either. I mean, um, my math teacher actually had a pet snake. That snake was nice, but I wouldn't trust wild snakes because I don't want them to bite me. The thing I cannot stand are huntsman spiders. They are. I read online that they might have them in southern Florida. They're literally this big, like the size of both of my hands. In the Dominican Republic, they were that big, and they were so scary. Spiders are the scariest things because they look so unnatural because their legs are so long and all twisted and everything, and they crawl really fast and they bite too. And with the huntsman spiders, you can see their fangs. That is the scariest thing. I talked about this in one of my episodes of Joe Winko Talk, but I took this episode down. I was trying to find it so I can re-upload it, but I might talk about it in another episode later. When I was living in the Dominican Republic, they had a ton of huntsman spiders in the Dominican Republic outside, and they get in people's houses. But they never got in my uncle's house. They would get in my uncle's house, but he had the humidity turned down. If you keep the humidity turned down, it'll dry up the huntsman spiders, and they can't survive with low humidity because they'll dry out and die like almost instantly. But I would still find them in the house. They'd all be shriveled up and dead, and it would freak me out. And I was terrified of huntsman spiders. But one day, um, he took me to this Spanish village, like this village in the Dominican Republic where a bunch of kids were playing at. And what was I going to say? He took me to Spanish village, and I never really got along with any of the kids in the Dominican Republic because I didn't know that much Spanish at all. And plus, I didn't know, what was I going to say? They didn't like me because I knew I was of Hawaiian heritage, and apparently the kids in the Dominican Republic, they think people from Hawaii are really stuck up because they think it's a more ritzy island or something, and they were always bullying me. But when they found out I was afraid of huntsman spiders, yeah, I don't know why. I thought it was weird too. But when they found out I was afraid of, what's wrong?
Nothing.
But when they found out I was afraid of huntsman, huh?
Nothing. I was just thinking, oh boy, this is gonna be good.
Oh. But when they found out I was afraid of huntsman spiders, they pulled this really mean prank on me. Looking back on it, it's funny, but back then when it happened, it wasn't. Now, they were saying they knew I was afraid of huntsman spiders, but they weren't afraid of them at all. I don't know how those kids were not afraid of those things. But one of them, this is what they did. One of them grabbed a whole bunch of huntsman spiders, like 10, 12, or 15 of them, and piled them all in a bucket. And he climbed up the tree and he hid in the tree and I couldn't see him. And they were sitting by the tree hanging out with each other and they said, Joe, come over here and come talk to us. And I said, okay, sure. So I went to the tree. I sat underneath the tree and then all of a sudden I just feel this stuff like coming down on me and all these stuff falling on me and like trickling. And I was like, what is that? And I said, do you guys feel it too? And they're all sitting by me and they're all like this, like wide-eyed and staring at me and smiling. And I said, what's so funny? And I start feeling like this tickling all over me. All of a sudden, I just see something go over my face. I see sharp fangs and it goes over my face and I'm like, oh God. I look to my left shoulder, not one, but three of them are crawling up my arm. There are a lot more on me. They're crawling all over me. They're crawling up my arm. I feel their little legs pinching into my skin. I'm surprised you didn't hear me scream all the way in Canada. I was freaking out, and I was like, oh my god, and I was screaming, and I was running around screaming, and they were all pointing and laughing, and they were laughing so much, and I was so terrified, and I was trying to get them all off me, and I was so scared, and I felt them crawling all over me, and I think one of them actually bit me, because I felt fangs piercing me, and I got so freaked out and scared, because I thought they were, I think I did, no, I knew they weren't poisonous, but I still didn't want them to bite me at all, and, my uncle Romario saw that happen, and he knew what they did because they were all laughing at me and I had spiders all over me. What scared me more than the spiders was how angry my uncle got. I have never seen him that mad. He was always like really chill, really calm, and really nice and friendly, but it's like a whole nother person came out of him. He was blood red pissed when he saw that, and he was shouting to the top of his lungs, and he was chasing after all the kids, and they were running away from him. And I was sitting there trying to whack all the spiders off me, and he was like blood red angry. It looks like it almost seemed like something from The Exorcist, because he was so angry. It seems like he was possessed by a demon. And, eventually, what had to happen was he was so pissed off, and my uncle was a really tall man. Their parents had to, like 3 fathers of the kids had to run and hold him down because he kept trying to grab them and swing at them. And it was crazy. And then they told him to get out and leave, and then I left with them, and then I was all like jittery, and I was crying the whole entire time because I was so freaked out with spiders. And that whole entire day I was asking, Mario, I don't have any spiders on me, do I? And I was so terrified. But yeah, that was evil that was really mean that they pulled a trick like that, but I don't know. People do vicious stuff. I mean, even though it's funny looking back on it now, that still was really mean. And then I still find the huntsman spiders. I found one of them in my bedroom. I don't know. I think it got in through the window because they can climb up on walls, and they can also. Another creepy thing is like they're really big spiders, but one creepy thing they can do is they can flatten themselves down so they can squeeze under doors. And like they can squeeze under doors and crawl, and oh god, I remember when I was visiting that's the scariest thing when they do that. I was visiting another Spanish village with my uncle, and I actually saw a huntsman spider come inside the house, and it was crawling through the door. I let out the biggest scream when I saw that because I'd never seen anything like that before. I saw its little its legs, and then I see its head sticking through, and it like crawls. It was so scary. And we'd always find the huntsman spiders dried up and dead in the house. And what would happen is my uncle Mario had a gun, like a handgun, and he taught me how to use it. What he would do is he would throw the huntsman spiders out the window, and I would shoot them, and their guts would go flying everywhere, and it always made me laugh for some reason. That's how big they were. It was creepy. And fortunately, they cannot survive in Wisconsin or in Canada because they can't survive in cold weather. But in warm, moist weather, they can survive. And I believe they have wild tarantulas in Arizona. But the huntsman spiders are scarier than the tarantulas. First of all, the tarantulas are smaller. They have thicker bodies, but they're a bit smaller than huntsman spiders because huntsman spiders have really long, creepy legs. But tarantulas are like really slow. The tarantula spiders are, but a huntsman will like dartle up really fast. And I remember while I was visiting the house, I saw another huntsman spider, and it darted up. I didn't see it. I heard it at first. I heard its little legs like banging against the wall, and then I just saw it dartle up the wall real quick. It was like being in a Resident Evil game. That's what I thought it was, and I was like, holy crap! And it scared the hell out of me. Oh god. I cannot stand spiders. They're really creepy.
Yeah, they are.
Huh? What did you say?
Yeah, they really are.
Yeah. I mean, why do they have to be so creepy looking? God. And back when I was little, I actually didn't used to mind spiders at all. Like I would always like try to. I always thought they were cool because I always would see them on scary websites. But one time when I was visiting Arizona, I forgot what we were visiting there for, but they have black widow spiders in Arizona, and they're actually the most deadliest poisonous spiders. Like they're the most deadliest, but when you get bit by a black widow, it won't always kill you. I'm sorry. It won't always kill you. It will it's possible that they can kill you, but they can make you really sick, and if you get to the hospital enough, they can give you anti-venom, and I believe they can. I think that's what they did for me. I got bit by a black widow spider because I saw one crawling, and I thought it was really cool, and I wanted it to crawl on my finger, and then I felt it bite, and it hurt so much, and I killed it, the spider. But then I was in a lot of pain, and I got really sick, and they had to take me to the hospital, and I was in the emergency room, because they were kept asking me, what happened? I said, a spider bit me, and they said, what did the spider look like? And I told them it was a black spider with a silky body, and it had a red hourglass symbol on its back, and everyone was getting so freaked out. Those things are dangerous. I mean, oh, I cannot stand spiders. Whenever I see bugs in my house, I get really grossed out because I don't like any kinds of bugs. The only bug I really do like, I like the ladybugs. I think those are cool. And I like the dragonflies and the grasshoppers. Yeah, butterflies too. I love butterflies. And fireflies. I love fireflies. I'd always try catching them and putting them in jars and have them light up. Yeah, I love the fireflies. They're beautiful. You never seen a firefly in person before?
Not in person.
Really? They don't come to Canada at all? They don't have any fireflies in Canada? That's strange.
But I
I,
can't ever remember seeing one here.
oh. Yeah. I haven't seen them in Wisconsin in a while either. I used to see them all the time when I was a kid during the summer. That's when they come out. But yeah. Um just one second. Just seeing what the people in the room are saying. Oh yeah. Hi Kristen Zim and Try Hard Kid 123. What, Tessa?
I said I hope.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was watching the delay.
It's
Huh?
It's all right. It's all G.
Oh, okay. Okay, I have the volume turned up louder now, so I should be able to hear you better. So, yeah. So, so Tessa, what was I gonna say? I forgot. So, okay, I have another guest request from Chad right now. Would it be alright if I chimed him in, or? I mean, I don't know how to do, oh, okay. Alright, I'm sorry, but, yeah, but thanks for chiming in. It was nice having you. Yeah. Okay, let me see huh?
It was nice.
What, Tessa? Yeah, it was awesome. Okay, I can hear you. Okay, so, yeah, you can stick around. You can still type in the chat feed and everything. Let's hear what Chad has to say, and it was nice having you. Peace out. Oh, oops. Sorry. Sorry, Tess. Alright, sorry, Tess. What were you saying? Okay, is Chad still here? Hey, Chad!
Hi.
Oh, sorry, I had the volume up really loud. How are you doing?
Good.
That's good. I started coughing for some reason. So, you watch my videos on YouTube?
Yeah.
Oh, the Sims 2 horror videos, or the Joe Winko talks, or the Chilling Crimes? What do you like watching?
All of them.
Oh,
The Joe
thanks.
Winko horror movies.
Oh yeah. Yep, those are really popular. Okay. Oh yeah. Hold
So
on one second. Um,
Sandra.
yeah. What were you saying, Chad?
So about Sandra Cantu.
What?
Sandra Cantu.
Oh yeah. What about her?
Yeah, I live in her city, Tracy, California, and the school that I actually went, I didn't go there when she was there, but I knew what teacher she had. She had this teacher named Mr. Romali, and
Uh-huh.
there's this huge park dedicated to her in my school, and she was found over this overpass in downtown Tracy, and like it's this overpass where you
Yeah.
could you go to this city called Banta, and she was found right there, and there's this huge memorial dedicated to her at the Tracy Church.
Yeah, I read that they found her body in a suitcase.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's just horrible that
and
people are that evil.
Melissa Huckabee, she was sentenced to life in prison without parole.
Yeah, she should be if she did something that
Yeah,
evil to a 8-year-old girl for no reason. Yeah, she was 8 years old. She just had her birthday a couple weeks before that happened. And
yeah,
they said that they're not really sure what motivated the crime. They said that it was like she wanted to get attention and that's why she killed her. That's what I remember hearing. That she wanted to
yeah.
get
I
wanted people to notice her.
she was weird,
You
and
watched a documentary about it?
yeah, it was. She took her to her local church, near her mobile park, and she put a
Yeah.
pill in her juice that she was giving to her, and she passed out. Sandra Cantu passed out, and she took her and she threw her in a suitcase and threw her in the farm area.
Oh gosh. She was alive when they put her in the suitcase?
Uh,
I didn't know that.
she said.
Yeah,
They
because
said
I
that she
heard
was
that.
she was breathing. She
Oh,
was
I'm sorry, what did you
she.
say?
Oh, she was breathing. Wow,
Uh-huh.
she took like 3 breaths in the suitcase, and then they put her in the little area where they keep the water.
Oh gosh. I didn't know she was alive
Yeah,
when they put her in the suitcase. That's really messed up. Because from what I heard, I thought she died from being strangled, then she was put in the suitcase, but they put her in the suitcase alive, and they threw the suitcase in the water, didn't they?
yeah. They strangled her, threw her in the suitcase. She breathed her last breath, and then threw her in the water.
Oh. Oh god.
It was horrible.
That's horrible. It is horrible. Yeah, I'll make a Chilling Crimes video about Sandra. The whole reason why I make those is to memorialize the victims. I really do feel bad for every person
Yeah,
I talk about in Chilling Crimes. I mean, at first it was just something else I wanted to do for my YouTube channel to show where I get ideas for my videos from. And oh, hi Sage, hi Ashley, Ashley S. I see you guys. Um, but it's just really messed up how people can be that evil. Because there was really no reason for that at all. No reason for anyone to do any of
yeah.
that crazy stuff. hmm
And there's this
How old was she?
surveillance of her. She's walking down the street after she came home from school, and she turns to the left, and she saw something, and she walked over there, which was Melissa packing her car and asking her if she wants to go to the church.
Yeah, I remember seeing that. It was really messed up. And like she trusted her and everything, and then it
Yeah,
just goes to show you that you can't trust anyone, really. It's creepy. And then from a Sunday
yeah,
school teacher, wasn't Yeah, that's what I remember reading. That she was a Sunday school teacher for Sandra Cantu.
Yeah.
That is creepy. I don't know. That woman had some serious issues, and she has children herself, and she killed someone else's child. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't see how a mother can do something that evil. And what else? And have you saw how many episodes of Chilling Crimes have you saw? Did you watch all 6 of them or?
I watched all 6 of them.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Just wondering, what did you think the saddest one was? They all were really sad, but
Probably the one with the first girl. What was her name again? Oh, no.
Shanda
The
Sharer,
one girl No, it was the one girl with the red hair.
Michelle Garvey,
Yeah, Michelle Garvey.
the one who died in Texas. That one was,
Yeah.
yeah, they were all kind of twisted and disturbing. Yeah, that one was really sad. For everyone else who's watching this, Michelle Garvey was a 14-year-old girl. She ran away from the town of New London, Connecticut on June 1st, 1982, a couple days before her 15th birthday. 30 days later, she was found dead in Texas, but no one knew who she was, so she was listed as a Jane Doe. And she was identified in 2014 because they collected her DNA. And when her parents found out what happened to her, they returned her back to New London, Connecticut for burial. And, yeah, it was really messed up and sad. And
They
yeah,
didn't find the
Sage, you can
killer.
chime in next. Oh, yeah, what were you saying? Oh, no, they never did find the killer.
Yeah.
Huh?
Huh?
Yeah, they never... What? I'm sorry.
Oh, keep on going. It's
Yeah,
over.
they never found who killed Michelle Garvey. With murder investigations, usually what it is they have to find out, the identity of the victim before they find the killer. I don't know why they don't just try locating the killer first, but sometimes they do, but most of the time they don't. And the identity of the victim, trying to find the killer. Yeah, but same with Tammy Jo Alexander. They never found her killer yet either. But it was more publicized. Not sure if that's the correct word. It was made more public than Michelle Garvey's case because it was typed on a couple news sites about Michelle Garvey, but you didn't see any news videos at all. But with Tammy Jo Alexander, if you type her name in, she's like all over the news. Yeah. It's really sad what happened
Just
to
sad
her.
of what.
Huh?
Oh, I was about to say what it was sad about, like all the people that died. Even like the YouTuber, she was killed by that other YouTuber who was against feminism and like he was like men should do all the work and women should be like this and that, and he was sexist and he hated that girl for no reason and went into her classroom and just shot her dead.
Yeah, that was Asia McGowan. Asia McGowan's case really haunted me too, especially with all her videos on YouTube and seeing her all alive and smiling and happy. Ugh, God, it's disturbing.
Yeah.
Well,
The other time,
yeah?
I have one question. You know the 102 highway from like the North Dakota one?
Oh, you mean the Killer Chef of North Dakota, My Sims 2 horror movie I
Yeah.
made?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. What about it?
What was the song in the beginning?
The song in the opening credits?
Yeah.
Like during the opening titles when they showed the name of the movie and everything?
Yeah.
That was actually called, let me look it up right now. It was from the game Sims Busting Out. Sims Busting Out. It was from Sims Busting Out. It was, I don't have the link to the video, But yeah, I remember it was from that. I'm not sure where you can get the song from because they had it for download on on the Sims website, on the main Sims website. I'll try posting it in a video again. And what was I gonna say? Yeah, I'll try uploading the whole song on a YouTube video, and there's probably some way you can get the song too, because they did have it for download on the Sims website, so wouldn't be anything wrong with it either. So yeah,
Thank you.
no problem. So I think so I have one viewer who wants to chime in right now, Sage. Not sure if he's still here. Is he? All right, so I'm gonna have him chime in, and I will talk to you later. Okay? Yeah. Thanks for watching
Bye.
too. Bye.
Thank you, fan.
Peace out. Thanks. Okay, Sage, are you still here? Oh, I wasn't reading the YouTube chat. Sorry about that. Hey, sorry, I was 30 minutes late to your live stream. Huh? I'll be there soon. Okay, Sage, I see you. Okay. Who can see the stream with the girl who got robbed? A girl got robbed? SWAT Army, what do you mean by that? Boy Goblin. Is anyone still watching? Okay, hey Sage, I can see you. What do you mean by that, Boy Goblin? If you're going to dual stream, you should have chat next to each other. Yeah, I don't really know how to do that, Boy Goblin. I do. Who streams on YouTube, by the way? Should I use a mic? If you want to, Sage, doesn't matter. You can if you want to, so I can hear you talk, but doesn't matter. You could just type instead. Sage, oh, I'm not sure how you request to get in. I think you have to, yeah, I'm not sure how you can do that, Sage. Oh, get in with the mic. You have to plug the mic in and then go to the smiley face camera. Yeah, chat knows how to. He'll tell you how to. Okay, so hold on one second. Let me check the YouTube chat. It was a year ago. She got robbed when she was playing something. Oh, that's scary. Is she okay? Yeah, I was responding to SWAT Army's message. Sorry about that. Okay. Can you say to that person on YouTube comment, I saw a stream of a guy's house burning down? Oh, wow, really? Gosh, that's crazy. It wasn't staged, was it? Oh, is it uploaded on YouTube? The stream of the guy's house burning down? He was fiddling with a lighter he got from a fan. Yeah. Okay, let me try finding it. Hold on 1 second. Guy's house. I should be able to find it. Burns down on stream. Okay, I found it. Alright. Yeah, it's with the Asian American guy, right? Oh yeah, I see it. I'm watching it right now. Oh, he was smoking and playing with the lighter. Oh gosh. Hold on 1 second. Let me just skip some of it to the part where he actually lights the fire. Okay, if you're doing stuff like that in your own house, you should have a fire extinguisher nearby. Wow. He hasn't started the fire yet. It's getting there, though. Oh, that is not good. Oh, no. What is he doing? Oh, gosh. That is not good. Oh, that really isn't good. Alright. Sheesh. Doesn't he know that when a fire starts, you're supposed to find... Oh, gosh. That is not good. He's trying to hit it with a cardboard box. You're supposed to cover it up with a... Oh, he's not in his bedroom. I thought he was at first. What's making that creepy noise, too? Gosh. That is really not good. Yeah, I skipped some parts of it. Oh, wait. Sage, how do I join again? I like the part when he throws it into the bin full of used tissues. Also, 3 people died in that fire. Did he die in that fire? Hi, Assassin Place, MC, YT, and David Keller. Good to see you guys. Okay. Go to the smiley camera. No, only 2 old people and a baby. Oh gosh, that's sad. He must have gotten in trouble for that then, if started a fire and caused 2 people to die. Was he living in an apartment or something? Okay. Oh yeah, I see it now, Sage. Hold on 1 second. Okay, got it.
Am I on?
I can hear your voice. I think your
Can you see
camera
me?
froze.
No.
Yeah, your camera froze.
I'm
Alright, now
fine.
I can see
How are
you.
you?
I can see you now.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. I didn't know this had an automated voice thing. Let me move over to my bed. There's more lighting over there. So what were we talking about?
We were talking about the one video of this Asian man who
The guy who
lived
set his
in
house
this
on fire?
Yeah, he set his house on
His
fire
apartment
when he was
fire?
playing with the lighter.
I saw that. It
Did
was
you
like
see that
a couple
video?
years old. Yes, I did. Like,
Uh-huh.
what was that guy thinking?
Uh-huh. Yeah, I thought it was messed up. I mean, you just messed up that he did that and everything. People just need to be more careful with stuff like that. Fire's dangerous.
People need to be smarter.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Reminds me of, I don't know why, but it made me think of an episode of Judge Judy or People's Court. Like how people always do stupid stuff and they end up having to go to court for it. Like, you remember that one episode of People's Court I did about, what was it? Judge Million, and with the woman
The
saying
ferocious
that she
one?
didn't like the house. Huh?
The ferocious one?
Yeah, that one. She's saying that she stopped paying rent because the house is ferocious.
Yes, I told my mom about that one. I even mentioned the part where you double D corrected it in that one episode. Like, I liked how she tried to I liked how she tried to be very professional. Like, you ever have one of those moments where you try to act professional and use expanded vocabulary, but it goes horribly wrong. You end up saying something stupid. That video reminded me of this. I'm not sure if you ever heard of her. There's this woman named Raven Simone. She's popular for this Disney show called That's So Raven. That's the supernatural version of I Love Lucy.
Yeah, I know who she is.
Have you ever heard of that? She did this interview.
I know who that's who. Uh-huh.
Yeah, she did this interview a couple years ago, and you know what continent means, right? It's like a part of the globe or something. And when I was a little kid, I thought continent was a fancy way of saying part, like a part of this or something. And everyone in my class thought I was super smart for that. And my teacher, my 5th grade teacher, noted that, no, Sage, that means one of the countries. And I was like, alrighty then. And when I watched the Raven interview, she said this. She was trying to say, because she went to this on Ancestry.com and learned about her family history, and she said this: I am from every continent in Africa except one.
Wow.
And the interviewer pointed that out, and she was like, oh, no, it's every part of Africa. Sorry, my hair is a mess.
Yeah. Well, I think what she really meant to say was every country in Africa except one. Yeah, that's what she meant to say. Yeah, because continent is made up of countries. Countries are made up of states. Uh-huh. And I think, countries are made up of states and regions. Well, I think you can use regions, I don't know. But what else was I gonna say? What I was gonna tell you. Thank you for typing up those. Thank you for editing those articles on the Rising Dead. What's so funny? Something wrong?
When you were trying to come up with what to say.
Oh.
Sorry, I was watching, I was just playing Alice Matters Returns just now, and it reminded me of this. But anyways, what were you about to say?
Oh, thank you for typing those articles about the Rising Dead. Well, like updating those articles about the Rising Dead. I'm gonna give you a shout out in the
Thank you.
next
I've been waiting
episode
for
of the
this for
Rising
quite a few
Talking Dead,
months.
Joe Winko. Huh?
It's the first time I ever
What?
got credited for something.
Oh. Didn't I give you a shout out in my last episode of the Rising Talking Dead, Joe Winko, for typing those articles? I thought I did.
No, I wrote the article the day after you posted that video. I wrote the article the day after you posted that video.
Oh, okay. Alright. In the next one, I definitely will, though. Yeah, I really appreciated it when you updated the article about what was happening with Russell in episode 2 of The Rising Dead. I could have made that whole zombie scene so much better, because I could have added more zombies, but the truth was I was too lazy to create more, because I have to make each of them individually. They're not that hard to make at all, though.
The zombies scene in the first episode or the second one? Because I think you said in the second one you said you filmed it with Fraps.
The second episode. I didn't film the whole entire second episode of Fraps. I did film one scene, one clip from it.
They looked like they were having a spaz attack or something.
The zombies?
They looked like they were having a spaz. What is going on?
What? Is something wrong?
They look like
is my camera freezing up, or
like zombies in the front yard?
Really?
In the second episode.
Oh, the zombies in the second episode.
The zombies in the front yard. When you opened the door with your machete and you noticed there was more than there usually were.
Oh yeah, I filmed that clip when you saw all the zombies outside in the front yard. I filmed that with Fraps, and then and it was slow and choppy. I should have filmed it with the in-game Sims 2 recorder. That would have been a lot better. But
well, at least you gave it a shot.
I filmed the.
They all looked like they were having some kind of like spastic seizure or whatever. That's what I was trying to tell you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, because it was because the way the camera. because the way it was recording, it wasn't turning out right at all, and they were all, what was I gonna say? The frames were all messed up because Fraps was recording it really slow and choppy. The Sims 2 recorder actually records more smoothly than Fraps. The only reason why I used Fraps to record some scenes is because there's a cheat where you can get Sims 2 to play in slow motion. But when you try to record with The Sims 2 while it's in slow motion, what was I gonna say? When we try to record in Sims 2 while it's in slow motion, it won't record it in slow motion. The recorded video will just play in normal speed. That's why I had to record it with Fraps instead.
Yeah, I've done that a couple times. I tried to make a show of my own with The Sims 2, but I only had like one game. It was called Sims 2 Deluxe, and I tried to make the show based on creepypasta characters and narrators, but I put that on a hiatus right now because the cheat box was only working for one thing, and that was the motherload one. I couldn't, there was too much custom content because I'm sharing a computer with a family member, but it was going weird, so I uninstalled my game and I put the show on a hiatus.
Yeah, you were trying to film a creepypasta video with Sims 2 Deluxe?
Yes, actually a series. I was gonna do, some of the voices and everything.
Oh yeah, I saw that you were filming, that. I saw that you were creating all the characters, and I saw, oh, this is really cool, and I was wondering, when is he actually gonna make all these videos, because they look really awesome. So your Sims game isn't working at all? It's not recording right? Is that what the problem is, or?
No. Yeah, they're not properly out. The problem is, I don't know if I had to get it. And I even tried to follow your tutorial on how to fix it, and that didn't even work. Because you posted a tutorial, how to remove the extra unnecessary things for The Sims, and it didn't work. I still had trust in you for that, but I guess not everything goes goes exactly as you expected to.
Uh-huh.
But at least I'm still trying to make a show right now. Like, Sadistic Passion. Like, I told you about that yesterday, but I couldn't send you the link.
What was it called? What passion?
Sadistic. It's sort of
Sadistic
this,
passion?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know if I told you what it was about yet. I'll go look for the synopsis. Just a minute.
Okay.
It's really a long synopsis. That's a funny word. For a series, but because there's a lot of stuff going on.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I made it with the earlier drafts of another series I was making, but it doesn't seem to make sense. I'm so slow. I'm sorry, this is taking a while. I'm using my laptop right now. Okay, I had to put the synopsis in one of my YouTube videos. I didn't put it on my Facebook page yet.
You have it on your Facebook page? Alright, I can probably find it. I know
No, I
I'm
didn't
following
post
your
it.
Facebook page.
No, I didn't post it on my Facebook page yet.
Oh,
I
you
didn't
haven't
post
posted
on my
it
Facebook
yet?
page yet. I just posted it on my YouTube page. No, I did make a couple posters, but I also have a DeviantArt page, so you'll see more of the posters there.
Oh, okay.
Why is my computer acting so
Oh,
slow?
wait.
I'm so sorry to anyone who's watching this right now. Okay.
Yeah, your
anyways,
camera froze up a bit.
Plot synopsis.
Oh, hold on, just... Oh, what were you gonna say? Oh, I'm sorry. What was it? You found the synopsis for your...
Yeah, it's under one of my
Uh-huh.
clips. Plot synopsis. At a small town in Japan, a teenage student was brutally murdered by an unknown killer, leaving Takara, Seiji, and Amai on the edge of their safety. Suddenly, the teens begin to realize that the dead student was a member of a dark secret society that's being attacked as well. Oh, I guess I should have reported that. Oh well. They also notice that more and more of the male students of their high school are being picked off one by one for a twisted thirst of romance. All of this leads up to Takara and her friends to find out who the killers are before they're too late. Inspired by Yandere Simulator and Future Diary. Now, I made this with this animating program called Miku Miku Dance. And I'm not sure if you ever watched an anime in your life. Like, it's one of these cartoons that you see once in a while on TV stations.
Yeah, I think I seen one video you did with that. I thought it was really cool. I liked it. And that story, that plot synopsis that you just... Huh?
There was the first 2 minutes.
Was it the one that was just...
you?
Was
it the link I sent you?
I don't think... Did you send me a link? Right now?
Yeah, I sent it on your Facebook page. It was the first 2 minutes of the pilot. I didn't film the entire pilot. I'm still looking for voice actors. But I'm writing the screenplay right now.
Oh, let me see.
Each episode, like, 20 minutes. What?
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I see the link now. Hold on 1 second. Let me check it out real quick.
Oh, you're gonna watch it?
Okay, I have it.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm watching it right now. Alright, let me send it out to...
Just to make that clip.
Ooh, it looks intense. Okay, let me just send it out to everyone else so they can watch it too. No problem. Okay. Alright, I sent it out to everyone else. No, I had it on pause. Let me watch the rest of it. Oh, it looks really cool.
Thank you.
No problem. This is really impressive. It's creepy too. You did a good job with the music and everything.
Thank you. I got that from Yuji.
No problem. Oh, wow. Oh, looks awesome! Awesome job! I
Thank
liked
you.
it. Yeah.
It took me the whole day to do both, like the audio and like I didn't
Yeah, those
have
videos do.
software you use because yeah, I didn't like put together like the audio like individually. I had to put it together in like a WAV file because when you use
Uh-huh.
Miku Miku Dance, you have to make sure it like syncs up with the audio. So I figured, okay, this is a quick way to learn something. So I just put the audios together. I did the voice of the nurse, but I pitched it with Audacity because I have what I call a unisex voice, even though I'm 15 years old right now. But anyways, I pitched my voice and I did all the voicing, and it took me uh, almost a whole hour just to do like the first dialogue she did. Then when I finished the whole clip, I imported it to After Effects and I just put the titles and fading in, and there was a final product. I didn't make the models, like you can make these into different models, not the same way you can make in The Sims 2. You have to like go through DeviantArt for custom content. I had a friend on YouTube named Drazzy SW. I don't know her real name, but the nurse is actually from this game called Yandere Simulator, which is about this girl who falls in love with this boy, and she's been forced to like murder other schoolgirls so she can win over his love. Kind of like your Body Count House movie. That was one of the inspirations for the shows.
Yeah.
You're actually one of the reasons why I continue filmmaking. But yeah, it took me like
thanks.
a whole day.
Glad I inspired you.
It was better than like taking it was better than taking a whole day to make like 33 seconds of a video.
Like you did an awesome job on it.
One
I
of the
liked
videos
it.
I made took a whole day. Thank you so much. Are you excited for some of the things I'm preparing for?
Oh yeah, I'm excited to see more of it. Yeah, it was really interesting, and it was never seen anything like it before because it was different. It was really different from The Sims. It was more eerier and more like gloomier too. And the voice acting is really good also.
Thank
than
you.
The Sims, because like when Sims, huh?
I've been practicing since before I could walk. I've been practicing acting since before I could walk.
Oh yeah.
Sorry. But anyways,
yeah, so have I kinda. Yeah, it was yeah, the animations were really good. And what was the program called that you animated all that in? Just wondering.
Miku Miku Dance. I'll type it in the chat right now.
Okay. Is it a free program or do you have to pay for it?
It's free. You can also look for a website
awesome.
called Learn Miku Miku Dance and get the latest download. You don't have to get it right now. It took me a while to learn this, and it's more time consuming. So, it's more time consuming.
Oh yeah, seems like it.
I've noticed. But
oh wow,
I have to get it done somehow.
Yeah, it looks really cool. Yeah. With The Sims 2, I've learned how to make custom animations in Sims 2. It is a little complicated, but the more I make them in The Sims 2, the easier they are. Like for the Rising Dead, when I got the zombies to eat the people, I had to make that custom animation. And you can learn how to make the custom animations. How I learned how to do them is this one girl on YouTube, Uncle Bug Eye. She has a whole tutorial on how to use Milkshape. That's the program you use to make the custom animations. Milkshape and SimPE. Yeah, and it was a little confusing at first, but eventually I got the hang of it. And it's easier to make the custom animations in Sims 3. But I like Sims 2 better because I like the way the characters look. They look cooler.
I don't like the way the recent Sims look anyways. They look like, they kind of remind me of, they remind me of Cookie Dough. Like, reject Kim Kardashian thing. That's what they remind me of.
In the Sims 3?
I don't like how... Yes, the Sims 3 and Sims 4. I'm okay with the additions they made, but I don't like the way the Sims look. They just look so creepy. I have nightmares.
Yeah, I liked the Sims. I think they improved the look of the Sims in the Sims 4, because like they don't all have like the bloated faces like they did in the Sims 3. But I think Sims 2 is still better. But what I really like is how they were able to convert all the stuff from. Hi, Trisha. What I really liked is how they're able to convert all the stuff from Sims 4 to Sims 2. Sage, are you still there?
Yes, I'm
Can you
still
hear
there.
me?
Why?
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Yeah,
I can.
that's what I really. Yeah, that's what I really liked, and and the Sims 2 mesh that I've been looking for. I've been looking for this since 2010. I'm gonna say it right now while everyone's watching this. I've been trying to find someone to create this thing I have on my head. It's bandana. Been trying to find someone to create it in The Sims 2, and I've been posting on the request forms for so long, looking for someone to make my bandana in The Sims 2, but I never could find anyone. I can get a red bandana in The Sims 2, but it's not like sticking up and pointed. It's like just the normal way people wear it. I mean, I never seen anyone else wear a bandana like this. And how I actually have it is, all right, this is gonna be weird, but it's tied around my head, and it doesn't stick up straight on its own. I have an index card in it right now. Usually I have that's what I keep in it to make it stick up straight. Yeah, usually I use a pencil to keep it up straight, but yeah.
Yeah, I've been watching your videos since your previous channel, so I pretty much already know this.
Oh, you watched my previous channels too?
Yes. Just
like
one
Scary
of them,
Winko
Scary
Productions?
Productions.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember Scary Winko Productions. Uh-huh. Scary Winko Productions, that was my previous channel.
Funny.
Huh?
The videos in your older channel were actually funnier. Like, I know you're trying to make more movies, but before you improved your filmmaking skills, they were actually very cute.
Oh, thanks.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Yet.
the one I had before Scary Winko Productions, I think it was called Cool Kid Cash 15 or Cool Kid Cash 14. I didn't like that username after a while, and I deleted that YouTube channel because my high school classmates from my old high school knew about my YouTube channel, and I didn't want to keep posting videos on that channel because I didn't want them to keep seeing what I was posting and everything, so I deleted it and started a new one. I was trying to name it Scary Winko Productions, but there's a certain number of letters you can have in your username. So I was only able to spell Scary Winko I either had to choose between Scary Winko Production or Scary Winko Productios, and I thought, no, I don't want to have Scary Winko Production because it's more than one video. So I had Scary Winko Productios, and yeah. Winko 567 is much better. I wanted to choose something that wasn't like all horror movie stuff because that's not all I post on my channel. I don't only post the horror films. I post like the Winko talks and everything, and I have a separate gaming channel now. Joe Winko Gotta Play 2015. I think it's funny. But yeah.
That's very interesting to learn about. But I don't really like your first name anyways, like, not like your birth name, to be honest with you. Sorry if I offended you, but I don't like the first username you chose. It sounds like something from a candy bar commercial or something.
From, like, the username... What username?
The very first one, from your first account, before you decided to change your mind and then go to Scary Winko Productions.
Oh, Cool Kid Cash. Yeah, I didn't like that name.
Yeah, I
either.
thought you
That wasn't my
Kid Kat at
first. Oh, yeah, it's Kid Cash, like Kid, and then the word cash.
Yeah,
like
I thought
money.
you said Kit Kat, like the candy bar or something.
Yeah, Kit
like,
Kat. Yeah,
the hell
it did sound like I said that.
Cash. I thought you were speaking of the chocolate.
Uh-huh.
I'm so hungry.
Just 1 second. Just need to read the YouTube chat feed. I think they all thought I forgot about them. Okay. Kristen Jim, I wrote out a script for a TV type series that's going to be like Scream series, but I don't have Sims 2 in my options to make it through animation, so it'd be really time consuming. Wait, Scream TV series? Joe, you should do a Q&A live stream. My favorite horror film is Body Count House. I love that one. Joe, I'd be more than happy to help you with any titles or graphics you need, editing stuff you can do. I also have a library of music and sound effects that's royalty free. Oh yeah, that's what Arctic Zen said. Thanks, Arctic Zen. That would be awesome. Right. I'm sorry, I just needed to type that real quick. Okay. So, the next episode of The Rising Dead, it's on its way. I'll admit I kind of been slacking off on it. It's just that, kind of been dealing with some stuff. It would take a long time to explain. But I am going to have, because I really do want to get the whole series done. Well, I want to get season 1 done and then work on season 2 and season 3. I have the whole entire show planned up all the way until season 7 or season 6. They don't stay in Wisconsin. They are eventually... What?
I typed that on your wiki page that you confirmed that there were 7 or 8 seasons of the series. I think you said season 2
thanks for typing that.
It takes place in Ohio.
Season 2 takes place in Ohio.
I thought that's what you said.
Not really. Yeah, I did say that. Not quite, not exactly Ohio. More like Indiana. Like the Indiana, Illinois, and no, more like the Indiana and Kentucky border, like by Louisville. You know that area? Oh yeah, up near the Ohio River. It does. Yeah, it does take place along the Ohio River, and there's also going to be a scene. I think you already know this, but there's also going to be a scene at the Waverly Hills Sanitarium, an intense battle scene. And, yeah, it's not going to be the season.
Ghost Story. I thought you said that
was the Waverly Hills Sanitarium.
Story.
Yeah, it's going to be an American Ghost Story, too. American Ghost Story and Rising Dead. And, yeah, I love the Waverly Hills Sanitarium. It's a really creepy looking building. I really want to visit there, and I think I have to stay overnight. Otherwise, if I only take a 2-hour tour, they won't let me record videos. I record all my videos with my iPod Touch. It has a really good camera. This is my Generation 6 iPod Touch. This is my Generation 5 iPod Touch. I don't use it to record videos anymore. This one records better videos. Huh?
I don't think you're supposed to be allowed the sanitarium anymore. I heard there was a virus. I heard the rumor that there was a virus there now.
Oh, they still do tours at the sanitarium.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought I heard on Facebook that there was a virus spreading there now.
That the sanitarium was... Oh no, the sanitarium isn't, like, abandoned at all. It's still open. There's these people that own it, and they do tours at the Waverly Hills Sanitarium.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you can go there, but you have to...
There was a virus, which is why I couldn't learn.
You can go to the Waverly Hills Sanitarium.
Anyway.
You just... Huh? Oh yeah, I was saying that you can still go visit the Waverly Hills.
Shows.
Huh? Continue my what?
I was hoping you could continue about the information of your shows.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So, yeah, there's going to be a scene in The Rising Dead an intense scene in The Rising Dead that will take place at the Waverly Hills Sanitarium. It's not going to be like the season finale of season 2, but it's going to be an intense scene in The Rising Dead. And I'm trying my best to like figure out. I still know generally what's going to happen in season 2 of The Rising Dead, like in each episode, but I'm trying my best to try to make it seem different from season 2 of The Walking Dead, because it is out in the country. They are kind of on a farm, but it's not like the farm from The Rising Dead. It's a trailer park, but there's more action in it. Yeah.
I hope you don't run into the Cankersers.
Huh?
I hope you don't run into the Canker Sisters.
Well, I was actually planning on having the Canker Sisters in The Rising Dead, but I wasn't sure if they should be in season 2 or season 3. But I'm just gonna figure it out. I think I might just save them for season. Huh?
They seem like the type that would be in the show anyway, so I don't see why you can't put them in.
Yeah. I think I might put them in season 3 instead, or I might have them in season 2. Haven't really decided, because I did have characters named after them in the scripts, but they weren't like evil characters, but I'll try to think of something. But a lot of more intense stuff is going to happen in season 1 of The Rising Dead alone, so yeah. Huh. Oh, have you heard of the... You alright?
Did I scare you?
Have you heard of, no, not really. I knew you were joking. I was just wondering. Have you heard of this app called Zombie Booth? I just wanted to show this to everyone who's watching. Okay, it's an app where you take a picture of your face, and it turns you into a zombie. Hold on, let me use it right now. Okay. It's a free app you can download, but you only can make like a limited amount of zombies. Hold on one second. Okay. Taking a picture of my face. Okay, got it. Then what you have to do is you have to align the white circles over the mouth thing over the eyes and mouth. And then push OK. It automatically aligns it for you, really. Check that out. Creepy, isn't it? And look
Yes,
at
it
this.
is. Oh, it's animated.
It's a cool app. I love it.
You scared the air
I
out
love
of
using
me.
Zombie
Don't
Booth.
do that. Don't scare me like that.
Huh? Yeah, it's
Don't
just an
scare
app,
me
though.
like that.
It's fun.
Besides, he'll stick to just
Uh-huh.
Photoshop anyway.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, yeah. I heard of it on Facebook because this one girl was using it. She was taking pictures of her face and turning herself into a zombie, and I was asking her, "Did you Photoshop this?" And she said, "No, I used an app called Zombie Booth. It's a free app." And I was like, "Oh, really?" And then when I first found it in 2013, and I became obsessed with it. And I was going around my alternative high school asking everyone, "Hey, let me take a picture of you, but don't smile or anything." And then I was taking pictures of them and then showing them that I turned them into zombies, and they all thought it was funny. That was hilarious. I had so much fun with that app. I did it to all my teachers too, and they all thought it was funny. I love Zombie Booth. But
Well, it sounds like a fun app. Sucks I'm not that interested in zombie movies anyways.
Oh, really? Oh, you still like The Rising Dead, right? Uh-huh.
Of course. I wasn't really that much of a zombie fanatic, except for like the original Night of the Living Dead. That's the only exception I like. That's the zombie movie I like, the Night of the Living Dead, like the very original one that came out.
Oh yeah, I
like
like the original Night of the Living Dead.
Seen it?
Yeah. Never seen it.
But
Yeah, I've seen it.
I do like the concept, but I don't think a zombie apocalypse in real life would ever be possible. Like, it's scientifically impossible. Like, did you ever
It would
hear
not
of
be
this,
possible.
you know those videos, you know those videos where they, like, have those compilations of historical moments that are so believable? I think it was from a YouTube channel called Top 5 that it had, like, these news interruptions of these hackers that, like either a television program or maybe a radio station. And I think there was this one that it interrupted his episode of the show, which is basically like Maury, but a little more intense. That it had one of those like moving blue bars on top. I think it took place in Alabama. No, Colorado. It took place in Colorado and had this blue text on the top saying "Zombie Apocalypse," and there was this voice saying, "Please hide in your homes, and if you ever encounter these zombies, please make sure you bash them in the head." And then a news anchor interrupted the program like an hour later, saying that we had to. It turns out it was a scam, and something similar happened to it a couple days later, and they arrested that person. But it's unknown if it was the same one who hacked the television station in Colorado.
So someone hacked a television station and told everyone that a zombie apocalypse was happening, and if you see any zombies, bash them on the head and kill them? It's kind of messed up,
Yes.
really.
I
Especially if
never
people
even knew you
really
could hack
believe
into
in
a
all that,
television
too.
station. I never knew you could hack into a television station. I might have to send you the link to it. Like,
Oh yeah,
not like
that
right
has
now,
happened
but maybe
before.
tomorrow.
Yeah, I think it's harder to do now because like people are aware of it and have more security features set up. But it's actually getting kind of late right now. It's midnight right now. My adoptive parents are going to sleep right
Yeah, I have
now.
school
Can't talk too
tomorrow.
much because I don't want to keep them awake. Huh? What'd you say?
It's okay. I have to go to school tomorrow anyway, because I have a school meeting at 12.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
So
I guess we'll see you in the next live stream, I
thanks.
guess.
Okay. Thanks so much for chiming in. It was very nice having you.
You're welcome. It was
All
very
right.
nice talking to you. Bye, everyone.
Uh-huh. Bye.
Can I do my little outro? I made my own outro in case if I had like video stations.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Can I do an outro, please? Okay.
Yeah, you can do an
This is
outro.
SB Channel signing out. See you, everyone. This is SB Channel signing
See ya.
out. See you later, everyone.
Okay, so that was it for this live stream. Thanks so much to everyone who chimed in. I really appreciate it, and I love doing the live streaming. I want to do it more often. You guys are all the best, and sorry if I didn't read all of your messages you were sending me. Yeah, I did try to read as many as possible, but it was a lot of fun. So I hope everyone has a great day. I mean, a great night. Yeah, a great night, or whatever you want to call it, midnight, whatever. It's midnight where I am. And yeah, so peace out, people.